Yo, what's going on, guys? And today I want to talk about Thanasis Antetokounmpo and how he has become this athletic, tough, high energy player that is perfect off the bench. And he's been working the rotation, and he's just something that you honestly, everyone just really thought he was just on the roster because he's Giannis's brother. And he really has been playing, in my opinion, really well. In the last 9 games, he's been playing 15 minutes a night, shooting 56% from the field and 45% from three, grabbing about 4 boards, 1 assist, and one steal a game while getting 7.5 points. Compared to his season averages of 3.4 points and only shooting 57% from the field and 35% from the field in 10 minutes, he's had an uptick in minutes. And in some games it's gone. In the last couple of games he had against the Kings and Trailblazers, he's only played 8 minutes. Granted, those were closer games, but in the games where he's had more minutes, it's been really interesting to see how he comes in. He's a good slasher. He's good at attacking the basket. His 3-point shot's been hitting, and he's surprisingly been a very good player for them, especially with now that they have PJ Tucker and Bobby Portis and Brook Lopez securing the big man minutes, and Giannis Antetokounmpo obviously leading the power forward position. And I really like how Giannis just comes in. He can play the shooting guard, small forward, power forward position. Really, any position they need him. He's a pesky defender. He does what needs to be done. And he kind of just fits in. Let's say if anybody needs a breather, they throw in Giannis, and he can just run the floor really well, be a high energy guy, do all the scrappy stuff you need him to do. And he fits in real nice with Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton, Dante DiVincenzo. Whenever they run the second unit, they need a guy just who can capitalize on quick transitions on the fast break. Giannis has been able to do that, or sometimes he really looks like a guy when he heats up, he really heats up and his confidence gets going, and he just takes the shots that he feels like he's going to hit. And that's something really fun to watch. And I honestly think that this is a guy, it's not like I'm saying he's going to be a guy that, oh, he's going to be an X Factor and yada yada. Nah. It's really nice to see that in games where he goes off, like in the game against the New York Knicks where he had 23 points, he shot 5 3-pointers and he was looking really nice in that game. He had 10 rebounds, he had a double double. And even in the game against the Boston Celtics, he dropped 12 points. All right, and he shot 3 3-pointers, but obviously he missed those. But he was 6 for 11, and he's good. He knows how to take high efficient shots. He's a very high basketball IQ player, and in my opinion, he's really finding himself a good role on this team in a good rotation. And I think one of the things that people don't credit him for is he's one of those guys is how he fits into what they're doing, the culture and stuff. Obviously, I have my doubts on Mike Budenholzer as a playoff coach, and I think he's honestly one of the reasons that are holding back the Bucks from being favorites of being the contenders out of the East. And I mean, there's other factors, but I do believe that Mike Bud, if they had a different coach, I think there's a better coach for the Bucks than Mike Budenholzer. But Giannis Antetokounmpo has become this spark plug for them, who throws his body around. Just he's the ultimate definition of a role player who's an energy guy, kind of like how Torrey Craig was for the Denver Nuggets. Even though sometimes he's the end of the rotation and that he does have a limited offensive skill and he doesn't have like elite athleticism, I just think Giannis Antetokounmpo lays it out on the line like we saw how Matthew Dellavedova used to do, and he just out hustles every player on the court. It seems like, and I think it's crazy to think about that. He he doesn't care about scoring or being this flashy player. He just wants to do everything to help the team win, and he has strong fundamentals that fits perfectly for the defensive plans. And I think he's a really good guy who can move around, switch on guys, and he has this intensity. And his lateral quickness keeps him in front of most slashers, but he's also physical enough to battle a big man down low. And I don't know, he's great for. He's really one of the best pick and roll defenders in my opinion, and you see it on every given night. So there's still room of improvement for him, but it's more on the offensive side. Defensively, he's great, and his 3-point shot sometimes comes alive, and it's really fun to watch. But that's about it for me, guys. I'm done rambling about Thanasis. I thought he was really just fun to watch. Let me hear what you guys think about him down below.